Crime continues to be one of the most pressing concerns in our country. Let's be real, we have all felt it, whether it's something that has touched us directly or just that everyday fear. It is there, and it's heavy. There is no silver bullet solution to the malaise which has set in to our country's psyche. Crime isn't about murders. You have acts like extortion, corruption, bribery, blackmail. People think I've only just begun to listen to the cries on crime. The reality is I was a national security minister. I've sat on the National Security Council for my entire career as a politician. I know, I am aware, but also you all tell me, which I appreciate, that crime requires bold solutions, experience, bravery, because the reality is it will affect the status quo, and I am not afraid of that. Whereas I wasn't the sole person in charge of making those decisions, as your future Prime Minister, I have absolutely no hesitation, none, in acting fearlessly, innovatively to protect you, our citizens. I intend to be your bulletproof vest, not just from crime, but I will fight against all threats that our country faces. I've been listening. I've been walking through communities in Trinidad and Tobago, sitting with families, sometimes hearing the pain and the hope in your voices. And I have taken that into account. And I can tell you now, we have a plan. Not just to respond to crime, but to put in place measures that could help to prevent it. Not just to punish people for crime, but to rehabilitate. Not just to secure streets, but to rebuild trust. First, we're going to build on what we've already started. Coming out of the state of emergency, our law enforcement agencies are going to ensure that the momentum continues. That relationship between our police service and our defense force is key and critical. We're going to enhance the joint patrols. We're going to align the training and community-focused operations. We have invested, and we're going to continue to heavily invest in technology, from body cams and dash cams to mobile data systems, to AI tools that would help in crime prediction, to tools that would better our surveillance at our police stations. We're working to give law enforcement what they need, because we're going to demand faster, smarter, and more transparent fighting against crime. And yes, we are addressing the real issues of trust in our police. We are looking at implementing psychological evaluations, integrity tests, performance audits for officers. If you represent the public, then the public must be able to trust you. That has to be non-negotiable. At the same time, we'll hold officers who abuse their power accountable with penalties for corruption, misuse of force, cover-ups. But citizens, we also need to protect our frontline officers by increasing penalties for those who target and seek to abuse them. Crime has evolved, is always evolving, and so must we. That is why we're expanding our cybercrime units to tackle financial fraud, identity theft, and online scams. Regionally, we're going to work closer with CARICOM, Interpol, and the regional security system to strengthen and secure borders, to combat transnational crime with real-time intelligence sharing, break down the silos. Let's be clear, no strategy is going to be complete without focusing on both prevention and rehabilitation. We're going to work to make our schools safer, setting up protective safe zones around them, creating stronger partnerships between the schools and law enforcement, including our community policing. We're going to scale up our programs that focus on mentorship and skills training for our at-risk youth, strengthen early intervention into vulnerable communities. Our neighborhood watch and civilian prevention programs will be empowered, because we recognize that security is everyone's responsibility. Every citizen should feel part of the solution. For the victims of crime, especially violent or gender-based crime, let's ensure safer reporting channels, better support services, community-based healing programs for those who've made mistakes, who want to come back, want to rebuild their lives. I believe in second chances. We're going to invest in rehabilitation, training, job placement, counseling, to try and break this cycle of crime once and for all. It is a lot, I know it's a lot, but that's because this is a big problem. We need a big, bold human response, but we need to do that together. It's not just about policies, but also people-centered solutions. I believe that together, step by step, hand in hand, we can and we must walk into a new chapter where we create a Trinidad and Tobago where safety is a focus and a priority, not just a right. Where justice is fair, where no one gets left behind. Not the child tempted by gangs, nor the victim looking for peace. Not the officers risking their lives daily to protect our lives. We can build that future. We can only build that future if we all work on it together.